Okay, this next video will be dealing with finances. So we'll start at the Charms office login. Rock Hill HS Band is the school code. Then we're going to type in our unique password for my student. You can see up here we're logged in for Connor Nugent. And then there are two ways to get to this section. There's the $ up here for finances, or on the main home screen, this wallet icon. We're going to click on finances. You can see right here, Charms utilizes 4 different ledgers um, to separate out different types of payment. And one that we did not use last year is the trip ledger, which we are using this year. So he owes 125 there, 600 in fixed payments, nothing on fundraising, and then $75 in miscellaneous. And if you scroll down, you can see a breakdown of each of those ledgers. So here's the trip ledger for BOA Waco. Here's the fixed fees, band registration, everyone has the $500. He also plays the French horn, which was checked out to him, so there's a $100 school-owned instrument fee. Not everyone will have that, just school-owned instrument students. No fundraising activity yet, and then you can see the miscellaneous ledger. Now, as a returning student, he doesn't have much here because he has most of those things, but he's a 21-year-old with a messy closet, and so he lost his dry wick shirt. So you can see he's been billed one here using that Google form that I sent out earlier this summer. Also, we forgot to pay $50 of his balance last year, so that is carried forward from last year. That could be more if you didn't pay your registration fees or pay for all of your items last year as a first-year parent. So I left that in there just as an example of what that might look like for some of you, but most of you should not have that. Okay, so we can choose to pay all at once, all $800. The best way to do that, because of the 3 different ledgers, is to just go down to make miscellaneous payment, and it will deposit 800 into the miscellaneous, which the treasurer can then transfer to the 600 to the fixed and 125 to the trip. So under this first scenario, if we're going to pay for everything using credit card through a FinaPay, we're going to come here. We're going to have to manually type in that $800. We can type all fees. Notice the additional 3% charge. That is to cover credit card costs through both the credit card and a FinaPay. And then we would enter our credit card number there, none of those, and the expiration date. Make sure that name, the CVV, billing, and street, city, state, zip, all of that matches, and then enter your email address here. You'll click here. Obviously, I'm not going to go forward and charge my son, charge for my son's fake fees, but you'll just click on start payment and go through. What I will say about that is if you have any issues, make sure you email our treasurer first. Like if you accidentally pay twice, email them. They can cancel the transaction through a FinaPay faster than going through your bank. So let's go back to the financial statement. If you are choosing to just pay the $125 deposit for the Waco trip, you can do that here. Select Make Trip Payment and do that here. Okay. Now, it doesn't really matter if you'd like to do these as separate because that 3% is applied only to that amount. So we're going to pay 125. You can see it applies 3.75 here. And then if you want to finish payment there, come back to your financial statement and pay the fixed fees, you can do that as well. And again, it's only applying 3% of that. Notice when you do the fixed fees, it automatically fills it in for you. That's the only difference between miscellaneous and trip. Or as I said at the onset, you can pay all of it through here. And again, if you're choosing to just pay the trip fee, just go right here and enter there, and we'll have more information for those of you that need to finish payment plans, and we'll have more information as well on the due date for the rest of the fees. But it's this BOA Waco trip fee that we're asking everyone to pay first.